First of all, Master Wolf, how are you?
I'm good. I'm very well, thank you.
I'm so glad that you're here. Wait, first of all, it's dumb early. It's like 7 a.m. the next day right now. Yes?
Yeah. Just click 7 a.m.
Woo! I'm sure you've been doing a lot of interviews for over here. How's that time zone working out?
I'm getting used to it. I'm not like a morning person. I make a lot of songs about the nighttime because that's when I thrive the most. But
Right.
yeah, the morning is something I have to get used to.
Right, because I feel like, and I'm the same way, because I feel like a lot of times that people want to schedule things for the morning, and you're like, whoa, can we just like do something at night, please? Can we do that?
Yeah, I've got it, but I take every opportunity. It is what it is. So I mean, if it has to be 6 a.m. at 6 a.m., I'm not gonna question it.
Absolutely. How important for you is it to take every single opportunity? Because I feel like a lot of artists don't seize the moment, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I've always said like every artist gets their like window of opportunity if they're good enough. And I feel like this is my like window of opportunity. And so like everything I get, whether it be like fan interaction, whether it be like interviews, whatever, I do. Like I don't care who it is or how big they are, how small they are, I'll do it. So
Well, I appreciate you joining us. I want to talk about growing up in Australia. What was your first musical influence? Just growing up, listening to music. What was that one song that you were just like, I want to do this?
um I reckon like I purely reckon like the group G Unit was
Hmm.
I wouldn't say they're like an influence for me on how I want to rap, but like
Right.
I got addicted to rap from them. And then Eminem at the same time. I think like songs like Stan were like really cool and influential because I've always been big on having a storyline to my music or having a meaning. And Stan was that song that like there was just this whole like movie theme story behind it. And I mean everyone loved, or mostly everyone loves Eminem, right? So
Right.
but when it comes to like I never wanted to be that writer that was like, okay, he sounds like this person or he's just trying to be Eminem or whatever. I just took parts of it and were like, okay, I can see what they're doing there, and like adapted, I guess, to my own sound.
Yeah, I was reading that you were writing really young, right?
Yeah, maybe like 15, 16, somewhere around there. And always in high school I was like doing like poems or ballads and like not realizing that I was like good at it and enjoying it, but just doing it. So yeah.
Do you ever look back? First of all, do you still have those rhymes that you wrote back when you were 15 and 16? You don't. Did you
No.
burn them?
I think the teacher just took them for themselves. Because
Really?
it was at school, yeah. Like I didn't think of anything at school, you know what I mean? Like it was just like I was doing them, they get graded. Oh yeah, I'm okay at this. And then whatever. And then music came up. So I never really told anyone about music in high school. I never ever said to anyone, hey, rap. Like in America, I feel like there's this massive, like, oh, my dude's a rapper, and then they've got their little group. I never had that ever once. I never had a group, never had friends that did music or rap to really push me.
Mhm.
It was just me always only. So it was
Do
hard.
you think that that's the culture there? The difference between here and there?
I think it was a bit of that, but also my like insecurity of like who I was, and also like maybe not being confident in my sound and etc. Like I think like as I got older, I got more comfortable not thinking or saying to myself, you're actually good. But
Right.
back then when I'm 16, 17, 18, I'm like, yeah, you might not just cut it type thing.
Do you remember that first song that you wrote that you thought to yourself, you know what? I'm good at this.
My first song, yeah, there were a couple. I mean, there was all those ones where you got like addicted to auto tune and you just had a mad play around
Mhm,
with
mhm,
your
mhm.
mates, and you're like, oh, this is actually fire or something like that. But I think in my life I've only like ever released one like album, and I was like bootlegging it on the streets of like Sydney and whatever, and just walking around and handing it out.
Right.
And I think like at that point, I think it took people to tell me that I was good. to really sort of feel that I was good. It took actually like outside, um, the outside like positivity and like, hey man, you can do this to really make me think I could do it. I always struggled with being like it's internally improving myself. That internal approval was hard for me.
Are you someone that I don't want to say like second guesses your ability to do things, but is that the case?
Now, no way.
Before?
Uh, Before, yeah, yeah, for sure. I always like had the thought of quitting or like, why doesn't it get traction, or what are you doing wrong?
Mhm.
So some nights I remember like this one night, like I just sit in my room, put iTunes on, American hip hop was there, and I just play and I just listen and just like listen to Kanye West, and I'd be like, okay, I see what he's doing there. So yeah, I mean, it is tough for anyone that is like a new artist or wants to give it a go or is in that phase of like early days. I always tell people to craft your sound and be unique, and it will take you years. So if you think it's going to happen in 6 months, you might as well just forget about it because it's not going to happen.
I want to say congratulations on being signed to Elektra. I feel like that's huge. Did that blow you away when that happened?
Yeah, yeah. Like I look at it now, and I'm like, not many Australian rappers get this type of opportunity, I guess. And as I said before, like you get that one window of opportunity, and it's like you either crack it or you don't. You either make it or you don't. And yeah, I mean, like Electra in whole, like really good support team and stuff like that. So like they believe in developing an artist, and I've always been about developing myself and my sound. So it kind of like matched.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I think the only other artist, from my knowledge, that's like obviously Australian and doing well is Kid Leroy. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not sure who he signed to or whatever, but it's like I take that was like, yo, this is a blessing. It's not like should I do it? This is like a blessing. So it was like a no brainer for me.
Have you guys ever met up yet? No?
Electra or Kid Leroy?
Kid Leroy.
No, no, we will one day.
Absolutely. I'm like collaboration dreams. Let's do that. Let's make that happen.
He's very good. He was actually like 15 minutes from me in Sydney.
Oh
Like,
wow.
yeah, I think he was from Redfern, so it's like 15 minutes from me. It's pretty
So
crazy.
you had the number one most Shazam song globally. That had to get you all in your warm and fuzzies, didn't it?
I don't like, it's crazy. It's like it feels like still a dream type thing to me. Like it just goes it kind of goes through one ear and out the other, because like I don't get, like, I'm not egotistic. Like I don't go everywhere and be like, "Hey, I've got this number one." Like I appreciate it, but it's like I never in my life did I think even Astro would get 10 million streams, let alone 1 million. Like when I got to 1 million, I was like, "Yo, what the hell?" you know? So having like people, I guess like one thing I said to another person was the fact that people whip out their phone and they're like, I need to know what this song is, and I'm number one hip hop for that, and they're like, I need to know what it is right now, tells me like I'm on the right track. So I
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Yeah.
I think that's so dope. Tell us about the song Astronaut in the Ocean.
Yeah. I mean, I wrote it in my car while driving the chorus. I write a lot of my songs while I'm driving, just like whenever during the day. And it was based upon like mental depression kind of thing, or just not feeling yourself.
Mhm.
So sort of when I go, like, what you know about rolling down in the deep? It's like me questioning, like, like, what do you know about, like, kind of like where I've been? Are you the same? Like, I've been down in the trenches. I've felt depressed. I've had anxiety, blah, blah, blah. What's your story? That was the whole point of that line. Um, so it's all based around like sort of the mental depression and not feeling yourself and feeling like you're kind of like worthless in the world, but then like coming out of it and finding like space and like your journey. And then that's why the rap's so intense, because it's like it builds up and it's like, yo, I'm finding myself type thing.
Do you feel like your mental health? Because with me, I feel like during the time, and you guys can't even leave the country, right now.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you feel like it's more intense right now? Because some days I feel like I don't know if I'm going or coming.
Yeah. 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 I'm a big like introvert in a sense of maybe not an introvert, but I'm like I like being inside and chilling out and being by myself. So when COVID happened, it was like normality for me being in lockdown. So I was one of those like kind of lucky people to not feel a difference. I like being inside writing, listening to beats, whatever. I feel sorry for like the people maybe like yourself that want to get out and like you feel trapped in. But like mental health wise, like I don't think it hurt me mentally. I do want to get out. I want to show people my music and perform, but I mean, I know it will come. So I don't let stuff like that draw me back.
What are some of the things that you are doing when you're not like listening to beats, you're not working, you're not writing? What are you doing?
Either basketball or gaming,
You
usually.
are.
Yeah, basketball or gaming. Yeah.
So my gaming comment was pretty spot on earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. I play pretty much like everything, or I have played everything. I love like, and I love showing like my fans the other side to me. Like I stream me gaming and me making music. Like I show them my personal life and like my music side as well. So yeah, and basketball. Like I'm a massive fan of the NBA, so
Mhm.
I love basketball.
I tried to play Call of Duty and I was trash, like trash. And then like the people I was playing with just started killing me for the fun of it because
Yeah,
I was so bad in it.
mate, you always start bad, but you gotta keep persisting.
You know what it is? I can't. My mind doesn't is not able to like work and hit
Mul-
buttons at the same time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's just always hard for me to sit and play any type of game.
yeah. I get you on that one.
I'm that dude. So what are you working on next?
Basically, we're just making heaps and heaps of songs.
Mhm.
Basically, from that, we're like putting the tier on what's the hot stuff and what's left, and then lining up an album. Um, which will likely either be end of the year or start of next. I don't know. And then we'll have some single releases coming on soon after we look at possibly doing an astronaut remix. I'm not sure. But at the moment, it's just like me making like the best songs I can to have that stash there, really.
Absolutely. Well, I know you like being in the house, but as soon as the travel ban is lifted off Australia, the first place you're gonna go is where?
Jamaica!
I hear that.
Be the US. I'll be meeting the label and stuff, most probably LA.
So you got signed like virtually?
Yeah. And
That's
we
a
had to do it with like I think it was like the week of Christmas or the week before that.
uh,
So we had to usually that thing takes like a month. We did it in a week. So
that's
it was a rush. Yeah.
well, dude, continued success. I appreciate you jumping on. I know it's hella early there,
All
Friday
good.
morning. And
It's all good.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I appreciate the conversation.
No problem. No problem. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it.